Stadium over the years. Look at those names.
Look at the turnover. The great Neil Danaher, Mark Riley, Dean Bailey, and it goes all the way down to Paul Roos.
And also, the Saints, of course, have won the last 10 against the Demons, so there's a lot to overcome here in this final quarter. Scores are level.
What a way to go into the final term. Gawn wins the tab. Brayshaw won't be able to get that one out. And we'll have a stoppage.
He was just mown over. You just wonder whether or not the loss of Luke Delaney is going to play a significant impact on it.
Akers replacing him, but he will be a loss down there at the last line of defence.
Roosie's pushed all the players up and just left him one out against Sean Dempster. The key there is not to kick the ball on top of his head, it's just put it out in front of him.
It's a forlorn figure on the bench, Delaney. Third time lucky perhaps to get it out. Dempster having the job on Hogan. Gawn getting a tap towards Brayshaw, goes wide. He may take the old 1-2, and he does here. He's 48 metres out. And poorly directed on that occasion. Dempster is able to defend and go wide to Stephen. Jack Stevens got it on half back. He passes Shenton, goes towards Longer and Gawn. The big men go at it. And Gawn is going to be successful because he combines with Viney. Viney gets legged, and he's going to get a free kick.
Bit of a let-off there. He was a bit lucky that maybe the fact that the pants slipped allowed the tackle to drop down.
Fine. Howe is a flyer. Gilbert close to the line. And eventually it's over. Could you follow that, please, Hutter?
Do my best, Sandy. There's Cam Pedersen.
Looks like a break of some sort, doesn't it?
Good battle in the ruck. Overrunning at Akers, still hitting in the field after coming on as the sub just before three-quarter time. Armitage, through the voice of Nunes in the middle of the ground, overrun by Cross, who got it out to Vince. That handball was too swift. He has to go and follow it up and clear the path for Lyndon Dunn. Guides it for Billy Stretch. Takes the mark. Watts breaks to the wing. That's where he's headed. By the time he marks it, he was almost over the line, so it's going to be a long journey. That'll quicken the process, though. Nice kick. And Jones couldn't help but take the mark. And he decides to go. Howe and Gilbert. And well done, Jeremy Howe. They were both engaged in a wrestle. I don't think either realised the ball was coming in. Howe was the first to twig. And now he can go back and have the shot.
Just winning too many of the 50-50 balls at the moment. The Demons, for Alan Richardson's liking.
He's probably looking a bit stronger, aren't they? They're fatiguing St Kilda players, some of the young ones, I think.
So Jeremy Howe, 4 goals, 5 only for the season, and just the one behind so far today. It's a 50-50 shot for goal from there. And it's just the wrong side of the post. Enough to give them the lead. And as we said, whoever of these two sides can actually capitalise on those sort of 50-50 shots will probably win the game.
Webster brings it into Montagna.
Just having a look at Nathan Jones' impact on this game. He's had 11 inside 50s, which is a personal best, and they've resulted in 4 goals too. He's the one that Saints need to clamp.
Lovely kick to Ray, who finds Shenton. He's in trouble. He took him on. And he's lost it, but he's got support in the form of Ray. Up towards the 50. Big pack of flyers. No one able to take it cleanly. Loney now, steadying towards Rewald. Rewald had to beat a couple. He's hurt. Rewald is hurt behind play. We'll keep an eye on him. It's coming back his way once again. He's not going to get there, and Grimes is going to take the mark. But Rewald is limping.
Yeah, he got the sandwich, and it looks like he's holding, well, both knees. He looks really shot at the moment.
Ray stands his ground. Could have almost been free kick. Has had Hogan coming charging at him. Now Jones takes them on, and Armitage has got him.
A personal win there. He was challenged by his coach. And he gets sandwiched by Gawn. Maybe, oh, he's grabbed that chronic knee again.
Great tackle by Armitage, winning in possession of the ball.
Well, this one had hurt. Demons had an opportunity at the other end of the ground. Similar position, couldn't make it count.
This to regain the lead. If he kicks straight. He hasn't. He's tied it up at 11-10 apiece.
Is there any doubt about St Kilda's game plan? The most tackles they've had at three-quarter time for 10 years. They've had 81 so far at three-quarter time, and they've picked up where they've left off.
Oh, Hogan almost. Melbourne fans, I think, can just see how much excitement they're going to get out of Jesse Hogan in the years to come. He's leaping like that.
And Hutto, it's worth remembering, St Kilda's won only 3 fourth quarters this year. Melbourne have won just 4.
Armitage has a crack. Jones again. There's a quick whistle. Holding the man, I think, was the call from umpire Wallace. And it's against Riley and goes to Weller.
Well, there's no one moving, so they're anticipating it along to the top of the square.
And that's where it heads. Bruce was there. Membry had a crack. Vince didn't take it with him, which actually worked out okay. Membry, Jetta turned the body at the right time. It's close to the line. It's more likely to be a ball up than a throw in, though. Membry just trying to walk it off at the moment. Know his body and that ailment so well. He's managed it incredibly over the last few years. Vince, Tyson, time wasn't on his side. The kick in haste to half-back. Hogan's done enough to touch it. And sure, it'll be a throw in. St Kilda fans not so sure.
Great result for Melbourne, though. They just had to get it out of that super dangerous territory. And they'll be happy enough with a stoppage. Akers again, they're just leaving him alone. Cross there, also unguarded.
Longer wins it. Montagna, the hand pass. Shenton, short. Inside 50, but Lumumba with strength and pace comes away to Cross. Cross needs runners out wide, and he's got them now. One is Mitchie. Tries to draw the player. The hand pass was poor. It dropped short. It put Lumumba right under the pump. Mitchie goes in to try and make amends. A little too late, however. He's frustrated with himself. He knows the problem.
David King, we've got a problem for Nick Riewoldt. Just have a look at this last leap. And he's pulled up lame. He's gone to the bench.
Yeah, he's gone to the bench, Jared. I think he's trying to stay out there for his team because he knows he still draws a matchup. He's still a threat, even though his mobility's gone, showing all sorts of discomfort there with that left knee.
Farron Ray, the recipient of the free kick, is going to switch play, going from one end to the other. Dempster goes wide to the outer side. So to centre wing, Jack Stevens. Stephen has a look downfield. He elects to go down the line. That's dangerous because the ball was dropped, but memory is recovered. Up towards Loney, who copped a hard one. Goes again. Dunstan in trouble. They pounce on him.
Campbell's not hitting targets, so under the pump, you've just got to make your opportunities count. And I think it was Lee Montagna there, just didn't quite get the execution right.
You know, you've been in these games and you do get tired and your things just fall away, your concentration level, and but you've just got to nail it, you know, if you want to be win these sorts of games.
Little steal by Garlett, but only momentary. Dempster takes the mark, pops it over to Akers. Akers has a look downfield. Bruce is in the pack.
Big push.
Melbourne have got the numbers at the back. Cross feigns the hand pass, then gets it off to Tyson, to Lumumba, back to Tyson, and back to Lumumba, I should say. Pick it up, here. He can't. Got a fickle bounce. Has lost it, but good tackling may see Melbourne maintain possession. The pressure's on. It's tough and it's hard. It's uncompromising. Cross gives it to Watts. Back again once more to Jetta. He goes out the back door. They steady. Crosses in the pocket, or he can come wider to McDonald. McDonald was a target. He's first to recover. Gets the hand pass away towards Mitchie. Mitchie's in trouble. Back to McDonald again. Finding Cross. Short to Jones, and he'll steady it down.
Captain's back out there, Nick Riewoldt. This is some sort of courageous effort here. He knows the game's on the line. There's a chance of victory here. It's just waltzing around the wing at the moment. He can hardly move.
Jones hits the tough kick. Gets it to Tyson and now to Watts. They build the Demons into the middle. Jetta, the instant give was good. He'll pull and kick. And Hogan, everything but take the mark. Not paid. And here comes Jack Stevens scooting through halfback. Has two bounces. chances, and he is off and running. Ambitious kick to half forward. Bruce outnumbered, and McDonald able to shut it down. And drills the pass to the wing again. And Neil Bullen captures it in his first game and wobbles it to half forward. Brayshaw braced for the contact, and it came. And here's Stephen to round it up again and try and generate something. Both teams, they're out on their legs. The kick goes to Blake Acres. That was pushing the bounds at 50.
Got to be smart here. Whoever wins the ball has just got to not blaze them away, because it is coming back and you're wasting energy chasing.
And whoever's on Jack Stevens should go and pick him up, because he's actually had a lot of influence the last 5 minutes. He's working. Yeah.
Savage turns and releases. Deep ball. Well, it doesn't fly. Howe does.
It's a big win for St Kilda. Ball hasn't gone out, so it's not the win.
Jones keeps it in, cross to Howe. Went back into the traffic, thinking he could wade through, passes the responsibility over the cross, and he walks it out. And eventually it's job done, but the Saints fans bleeding.
Not happy.
Time not a factor. Over 11 minutes remaining. Scores level. McDonald tries to find Cross. Ross, it's the hand pass away. Geary, floating punt kick, inside 50. Bruce was a target, couldn't take it. Geary there as well. Howe now, smothered, beautifully done. And we've got a throw in, and that hurt. That was Minchington who provided the smother. Worth another look.
Might have got the boots coming, following through into the rib cage, Sandy.
Not very pleasant, but he's up. And the throw-in to take place.
4-2 if for the hack kick out, so the Demons have got to control it.
Tyson heads to the wide open spaces. Nunes, Watts is going to have to beat a couple. Rewalt, he can hardly walk, but he provides the shepherd, and he does it well. Nunes swings it back in towards centre half forward. Big pack of players. That's a Melbourne mark. That's a big mark at the back of the pack.
Well, clearly the Demons the Saints are prepared to bomb the ball in, but they haven't got the infrastructure there, Bomber, to justify that at the moment. Rewald's out of the game. Josh Bruce isn't getting there, and at the moment Melbourne are just flooding back and absorbing this pressure. The fast break is going to be the killer punch.
Jetta short to McDonald, who takes on Rewalt. He knows he's a little crook with that ankle, so he comes to Howe.
So Gawn's pushed forward with Longer, so there's a one-on-one for the ruckman if he goes down the line.
Stretch short, that's okay. Finding Bernie Vince. Lynchy, you're in the Melbourne camp. What's the feeling there with Rusi and co at the moment?
Well, they're just looking to make sure they got composure when under pressure here in these sort of situations, hit the targets, and also the other thing, they're going to move Garland into the midfield. They've got to find some extra run. There's a lot of tired players out there.
Gilbert picks it up. Here's an opportunity for... Couldn't take it cleanly, however. It comes to Bruce. Bruce!
Sort of kept running.
Snaps!
Pressure at the moment.
Snaps across the face for one behind.
Just keep on running, Josh. Next time you get that chance, make it an absolute certainty.
Everybody's feeling the pressure, aren't they? It's great. I love these situations.
Lynchy, what about Revolt from a Melbourne point of view?
Well, Rui's been playing as the 7th back for the last 5 minutes. Now, he's pushed forward at the moment, but his mobility's not great. So I think he's going to play defensive side, but you just got to be so careful not to let him get goal side, and that's what McDonald has to do.
Counter punch is the killer for the Saints. They've had it in there 10 times. Melbourne just 3, but they haven't hit the scoreboard.
So that's inch by inch.
Yeah, I suppose.
Goes short to Watts. They're on the build again.
Oh, God.
Can't take anything for granted right now. Could not get past. Quickly moved by Nunes after a brilliant tackle out to half forward. Akers is there, gets the call from Revolt on one leg and gets crunched. Down he goes, the champ. Free kick. Saints lead by 1. We're down to 8 minutes. Time will be a factor soon. High ball, giving it everything he can. Nunes. Get as many bodies around it as possible. Here's Revolt.
Lyndon Dunn can hardly walk. He's absolutely out on his feet.
Gawn got the tack down. Stephen made a crack at it. Armitage. No room to move, and again it's umpire's ball. There is Lyndon Dunn, just limping out from the goal square, leaving it vacant. Lots of pointing going on. Saints in a dangerous position. Riley, Jetta, nothing to go to short. He's basically conceded that he's going to give the ball back to the opposition. Tries to buy some time, and the Saints allow that luxury because Geary went short to Nunes. The give, the left-footed Jimmy Webster with a skimming ball in the Membry direction, but stealing the moment was Minchington. Beat him to the punch, to the frustration of Ruzi. So Minchington already has one goal to his name. They've got a host of little small forwards. Billings is out of the team, Sinclair's out of the team. And so it's on the shoulders of Darren Minchington. We've talked about these important kicks for goals. We've seen them fail, and there's another one. It doesn't hit the target. Revolt fights a lone battle, keeps it alive for the Saints. Dodson! Oh, the post! Can anyone kick a goal?
2 points the margin.
12 inside 50s to 3 in this final term. And St Kilda can't get the job done at the moment.
6 3/4 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time. Howe will be a fly from behind. Tried to affect the spoil. Shenton gets a hurried kick down towards the pocket, and it beat Grimes over the line.
I think Melbourne need to do something about the St Kilda press. They're pressing right up the ground. They're just... It's like a golf ball going on a brick wall at the moment. They can't get out of the defensive 50. Maybe need to draw some numbers back in their forward line.
Interesting to look at the rankings at the moment. Rewalt and McDonald, 1 and 2. Here's Bernie Vince, hurried hand pass. Jetta's kick goes back towards Ray, who takes a good mark. He goes in towards the middle.
Oh, this is a big chance here for...
It's been turned over, and it's going to Hogan. So here's the opportunity as players, tired players, stream from one end of the ground to the other.
They probably want Hogan on the end of it.
Hogan short. Tyson couldn't complete the mark. Opportunity for Montagna. Now they've got to switch both back again to Rewald.
Well, he needs someone to lay off the handball too, because he's in no condition at the moment, Bomber, to go back and shoot for him. I'm not saying he can't kick it.
Let's have a look before he kicks at the reversal of the free.
Not much in that either. That's just a moment.
And now
umpires want to influence the game.
Rewald.
Joey Montagna beside him, but he's being reasonably
Kicking
well
leg, is it,
covered.
Jared?
No, it's his other leg, but his stationary leg may be the problem.
Stabiliser.
Yeah.
Well, he's kicked 4. He has this kick to stretch the lead to 8 points. He's pulled it. He's ripped it away to the left and won't trouble the scorers out of bounds on the full.
He's making a difference, though. Just being out there, Jared and Bomber,
Yeah, no doubt about that,
has been huge. And their organisation behind the football is largely because of number 12. He's all heart.
I think there was an opportunity, though, there for the lay-off kick, but it's gone now.
Vince is away. Pulls it in towards Tyson, who holds this one. Dom back in the side this week, one of the 5 changes. He heads towards centre wing. Howe and Gawn. Bruce at the back. Smothered by Gawn. Well done by the big man. Proppy hand pass for Howe. Shenton intercepts. He gets locked up, and he's going nowhere. We've got another stoppage.
Well, which team is going to be able to score a goal here? Only 2 games ever have been level at three-quarter time and had no goals in the final term. The last time was in 1945, would you believe? We're down to the last 5 minutes. There's been opportunities, but so far no one has been able to hit the target.
Sandy was just doing his second year of his apprenticeship in that year.
Longer. Tyson.
Tackle.
Jeez, they've been lenient on letting the ball go.
Yeah.
Stephen locked him up. Vince gets it to Jones. It goes nowhere, at least not yet. Montagna with all that experience, he can't find a way through either. Howe goes to ground. Interesting call this one, though. Oh, these little spot fires, little pushing and shoving. They didn't like what Montagna did to Jimmy Toumpas.
Not sure Jimmy enjoyed it too much
No,
either.
he's getting up slowly, but right now you've just got to will yourself to the ball. Jack Stephen does that. Don Tyson was ready for him. They shape up.
Viney and Montagna.
And the free kick, it's not the time to give them away. They're trying to stand up for their team, but they also have to keep a cool head. And the free kick goes to Montagna. And they lead by 2 points. You wouldn't think for a minute they could defend the 2-point lead purely defensively.
He's got the bloke.
Oh, yeah, look.
Took a while, but eventually he found Sam Gilbert back in the team. Not always noted for his delicate little passes, but that's a good one to mention.
That's a good one for the umpire to turn a blind eye to as well.
Barely held it long enough. Does he
Well, he had
think
one
about it
opportunity.
yet?
Go back and kick this one.
Does he pump it all the way?
Isn't it funny when Melbourne got desperate, they just moved the ball quickly, and now they're behind in this game. There's 3 minutes or 7 minutes. How long to go?
Yeah.
3.5.
3.5 minutes to go, and they're still playing safe.
So many misses. Mincington gives it everything he's got, and it's off hands and through for another behind as the Saints creep further ahead. 3:38 now on the clock.
Well, their trademark Kingy is the forward press in Kilda. Right now, it's probably going to determine whether they get the 4 points.
Absolutely, and you can just see them pulling further and further back. Geary, Webster holding back. You've got Garland who he's looking to get out the back here. Unopposed at the moment. They need to take a risk. Just throw this ball into the corridor.
Tyson goes short to Vince, who in turn finds McDonald. McDonald's at half-back. Takes on Montagna. Ambitious. Gives it across to Toumpas. Jimmy goes into the middle and Lumumba. That's better. Now they're away. Tyson goes wide. They've got the runners out wide. Jones is in the middle screaming for it. But Jetta went wider still, and that's okay. Finds Cross.
Watts is the man, he's free.
Cross gets underneath a high drop punt. Is going to be a big pack, but they misjudged it. Everyone did. A tired Watts can't pick it up. Viney gives it to Jones, almost handed it to him. Dunstan off the ground, only as far as Jetta. Claimed, tried to break the tackle, couldn't do so, and he's been pinged.
He's a trademark king tackling us in Kilda. You've got to be wary of the bloke from behind as well as the bloke in front.
2.5 remaining. Still plenty of time for Melbourne if they're good enough. Akers goes high. Dunstan stands and waits, and a tired Lyndon Dunn in his 150th takes the mark, goes into the middle, gives it to Watts. Now they're away. Vince long and low. Jesse! Hogan marks 42 out. Almost directly in front, and has a chance to put Melbourne in front. He's kicked 5, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. Yes, it's time for a small prayer.
It's amazing how often you get to score a goal or a shot at goal.
Here he comes
in the corridor.
Kicking from 48. He's going to make the distance barely, and eventually rushed over for 1 behind. 1.5 minutes remaining.
What do you think, Jared?
Well, can Melbourne press? That's the issue. Can they push this up and get the turnover? Because if they can't, they lose the match.
Will the streak continue for the Demons here at Etihad and against the Saints? They've got their chance again. Down to 1:26. Big Maxi gone. Puts his faith in Jeremy Howe.
I don't want to sound like a pessimist, but they've had them players there all quarter, and they just haven't wanted to go to them.
Oh, he can feel this right now. He's been watching like everyone else. Time and time again, players have lined up for goals in this last quarter and have not been able to convert. This is a difficult shot. His team trails by 2. The man known for his big, big marks comes in and kicks a big, big goal. Wow! That's his first.
we do. 20 years.
I don't think that Demon will be changing colours anytime soon. If the Demons can get up here, this will be the most exciting victory he's seen in a long, long time.
No doubt about that.
He wasn't alive when last one here.
What are they doing here, the team, Melbourne? They're putting it in behind the ball. Yep, from the bout. 1, 2, 6, 7, one behind. Quite a bit more.
41 seconds. And there are the stats that tell the dismal story for Melbourne in the past. Bruce tried to flick it out the back. The Saints go charging forward again. Through Stephen, they need a mark. They haven't got it yet. Still plenty of time. Back to Jack Stephen once again. Takes on one, takes on two. Kicks into the pocket. Over the head it goes. At the back, Montagna. Into the open goal. Saints regain the lead. 19 seconds remaining. Don't talk about history yet, because things may not change.
That's amazing, isn't it? That is truly amazing that St Kilda can score a goal within 20 seconds.
Still on hard running. Jack Stephen used
Was Jack.
Montagna's been brilliant as well. And I reckon he enjoyed it.
Oh, Richard.
For 25 minutes, they toiled away and could not get a goal. And all of a sudden, in 60 seconds, that young man saw his team break through for a goal. But then, crestfallen as the Saints respond. 19 seconds for the Demons. Can they do it?
Sticky blokes now behind the ball. The Saints just need to kill this one. Melbourne need the break.
Gawn can't get out of there. And 5, 6 precious seconds elapse. And it's down to 13 now. 2 points, St Kilda's lead. The third up works to advantage. Everything vital now. The little tap. Big tackle on Armitage. He's got it safely away. Jack Stephen down to the wing. And there's Rui to get it over the line. And get the Saints over the line. How do they do it? Despair for Melbourne. They fall short. An incredible game of football. It was unbelievable. There was mistakes everywhere, but the Saints fans couldn't care less. They've got the points.
Some players absolutely out on their feet. Hands on knees, hands on hips, hands on head. A gallant performance. Melbourne so close, and with just 30 seconds remaining, they had the history books all ripped up. But Jack Stephen had other ideas as he charged Bomber St Kilda down into that forward line, and Joey finished it off.
Well, you see the difference when St Kilda got in front. They had about 3 or 4 people running back. Melbourne had one.
And Nick Rewalt survived. Yeah, he hurt himself late in that quarter.